lads, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about smart assist. Now this is becoming a huge topic in the eFootball community. I'm going to be showing you how to spot it, how to stop it, and also ask the question as to why people are using this, because I'm going to show you some gameplay. It does help your gameplay going forward with the ball and attacking, but also it minimizes risk at the back and covers a lot of your mistakes defensively as well. So if you have smart assist switched on, it is kind of a slightly different gameplay.
And welcome to the channel, everybody. Man, there's a lot to unpack in this video. So, Smart Assist. It is absolutely destroying eFootball. It is unbelievable to me, the reaction or lack thereof, that this insane concept is getting, and the fact that it is in all of PvP, right? It is insane to me that there isn't just pure outrage. So, eFootball universe, right? I said there's a lot to unpack, and it is because on one side, this is all about Smart Assist, but on the other, it is about eFootball content creators as a whole. I really like eFootball universe. I think he is a positive for the game overall, even though I kind of throw some jabs here and there. It's all in good fun, but at the same time, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. You will see as we go forward, right? You see his intro talking about Smart Assist, but you will see when we go forward the lack of what I would say is honesty, or if he truly feels how he feels now, this is exactly why eFootball is where it's at. Because the players, the content creators, right? The top players in this game don't have any backbone. You have to stand up for this stuff. You have to say it with your chest. You have to have passion for this nonsense that is ruining what could be a great game. Smart Assist absolutely is ridiculous, and the fact that top players are using it, you'll see his take on it. I don't want to say too much yet, but it is just insanity. Anything that takes away the player versus player aspect, a fair game, mano y mano, skill versus skill, and gives you an AI boost, which therefore allows you to do things you otherwise wouldn't do, and then get results that you otherwise wouldn't get. Win games that you might lose, right? And not just by a little, you might get destroyed without Smart Assist. We've seen examples of it on my channel. I've showed you reaction videos and other players using this Smart Assist once they flip it on, the differences. I mean, and they're all over the place too. You can see it, but the lack of outrage on this stupid concept is blowing my mind. So let's keep going with exactly what eFootball Universe says about Smart Assist.
And because you can use it in eFootball League now, a lot of top rank are using it. Sometimes when you're playing against Smart Assist guys, it's more noticeable than ever. Now, you can still rinse people manually. If you're good at the game, you can still rinse people with manual dribbling and stuff like that. But because they've added Smart Assist to eFootball League, in my opinion, and it overrides when you make a mistake at the back by clearing the ball. So you could just clear the ball and power up the bar halfway. You switch on Smart Assist, it's going to say, listen, you need a stunning clearance on that, or a stunning pass, or a stunning cross, or whatever, or a finesse shot when you just play a normal shot. Also, you don't need to do skills. It's literally just an auto skill selection for you.
Okay, so he's explaining to everybody exactly what Smart Assist does, how you can spot it, all that. Understandable. That's actually very educational. But it's this next part that I just can't understand, not just with eFootball Universe, but with all of the eFootball content creators as a whole.
And as I said, this is not me putting this guy over the hot flames and saying, why are you using Smart Assist? Everyone's entitled to play the game the way they want to play. But this is the biggest issue that was in V4.3. You will see here that we're just rinsing, we're holding the ball with Gareth Bale, trying to wind the clock down, but also trying to open up. He does not get this ball back, and he's not going to be able to get the ball off me until he calls in the teammate press. Now, the minute he calls in the teammate press, Marquinhos gets a boost. It's almost like he turns into prime Patrick Vieira. Watch, Marquinhos gets it, and then I just get absolutely shoved off the ball, and he gets possession back. And you will see that this is happening a lot more frequently now. At least that's what I've been experiencing. This isn't a jump on the bandwagon or jump on, and pile on and say, oh, Smart Assist this. I have no issue, man, genuinely. If somebody wants to play 5 at the back, full blue all game, shoulder charge all game, I've even softened on that. Smart Assist. If somebody has a choice, man, of what they want to play as fun, right? That's on everybody. Like, some things that'll be fun for me won't be fun for you.
No, absolutely incorrect. You have to stand on business. This is nonsense. You are talking about Smart Assist, and you were talking about many things that make players rats in this game. It should not be, oh, if you want to play and just have fun, go ahead. That is nonsense. Many of these things are equivalent to cheating, right? All of these things take away from the beauty of football. Many of the things he mentioned are actually like anti-football. It's players doing things to try to win because they can't win with skill. So you have to speak on that. You have to spread the honest truth. When you take this, oh, well, they can play how they want to play. They're just having fun. Yeah, obviously they can play how they want to play, and it's ruining the game. So that's exactly what you have to say. You have to spread this so either A, it gets around to where you gather like-minded players that want to play the game the right way, and they start speaking on this too, with the ultimate goal of Konami hearing this. And if you're a larger content creator, then you have an easier time to get directly to Konami, right? Their ear is closer to hearing what you are saying. So you spread the honest truth and the outrage about this nonsense, and then you gather like-minded players who spread it through social media posts, things like that. So you put all that together, and that's how change gets made. That's how Konami realizes, oops, we made a mistake. Let's get this fixed. Not just a soft stance on it, like, oh, you go ahead and use Smart Assist. I'm not knocking it totally. Oh, you go ahead and play like a rat using this, and this. It's okay. If that's fun for you, that is ridiculous. And that is the problem with the vast majority of eFootball content creators. They either support the nonsense because they want clicks and views, and so they spread the ratty tactics. They support, oh yeah, Smart Assist is great, right? They're essentially con men. They don't really believe in what they're saying, or if they do, then they're just as big a part of the problem. But either way, they are spreading the nonsense. Or you have content creators that are afraid to say it with their chest because they don't want to lose subscribers or clicks and views from the players that follow them that use this kind of stuff. So it's all one in the same. And none of it is good for the future of eFootball.
I do feel I do have to question where the Smart Assist is going to go when the AI is so affected by it. Because the game should be more manual, not less manual in my opinion. I think that the defending at the moment is a lot better than it used to be with V4.3, but I still think that there's a way to go because a lot of crazy stuff is happening.
And with that, he is 100% correct. There needs to be less AI assistance. The game needs to be more manual, right? There's a ton of good AI assistance in this game. The team playstyles, the individual playstyles, how that affects the player movement, the team movement, as well as the individual skills and when those trigger, all those things are good AI. But then they come in and oversaturate what should be player decisions with AI assistance. I mean, the scripting, or if you want to call it balancing or momentum or whatever you want to call it, the inconsistencies where it just seems like the AI is selecting what happens, and all the games where it feels like the AI is choosing the result rather than the players are deciding based on their skill and how they performed in the game. All of this needs to be removed entirely. Let the players decide the results of the game based on how they perform, how well they play the game. Because you have a great game at its core, but all of this kind of stuff is ruining it. And at the top of that list now is Smart Assist, right? You had a game that already needed to go more manual, right? As eFootball Universe said. And instead, you had like the top dog of AI assistance for these low-level, low-skill players that are going to take every shortcut they can get. And make no mistake about it, this was intentional because Konami wants the money of these low-level, low-skill players. They do a ton of analysis and they understand that a majority of the players, as we can see based on how many players are using Smart Assist, even these quote-unquote top-ranked players that can't even connect the pass, that don't even know how to properly build up in a football match, but yet they're winning these games because they are exploiting everything they can, right? And so in conclusion, the only way this has a chance to be fixed, just like with what you saw in FC25, mid-release, they do this huge patch because the player base finally spoke up. The top content creators, the top pros finally spoke up. That needs to happen in eFootball. We cannot have content creators saying, oh, well, if you want to play that way, whatever's fun for you. Absolutely not. You are going to have to take a stand and speak the truth. Whether you upset your current subscribers, potential subscribers, you can't worry about that. You can't worry about clicks and views and upsetting Konami or any of that. You either are for promoting this game and the proper football that could be played in it and the great game that it could be, or you are part of the problem. It's as simple as that. So, with that being said, keep grinding, keep having fun, be part of the solution, not the problem. Peace out.